What happens when greed completely tears a family apart? Today, we re-diving into a shocking case where a judge was forced to deliver one of the most brutal verdicts imaginable. A decision that sent ripples through the entire community. It's a story about family, betrayal, and the devastating consequences of putting money before blood. It all started with a seemingly perfect family, the kind you see in holiday cards. They had it all: a thriving business, a beautiful home, and generations of shared history. The patriarch and matriarch had worked their entire lives to build an empire, hoping to pass it down to their children and grandchildren, ensuring their legacy would live on. But when they passed away, their will, which was meant to be a final act of love, instead became the spark that ignited a war. The will was clear. The estate was to be divided equally among their 3 children. Simple, right? But one of the siblings, let's call him Alex, felt he deserved more. He had been more involved in the family business, he argued. He'd sacrificed more. The others, we'll call them Brenda and Chris, disagreed. They believed their parents wanted fairness and equality above all else. What started as a disagreement over dinner tables quickly spiraled into a bitter legal battle. Lawyers were hired, accusations were thrown, and the family portrait began to crack. The court case dragged on for years. The legal fees skyrocketed, eating away at the very inheritance they were fighting over. The siblings stopped speaking. Family gatherings became a thing of the past. Grandchildren who once played together were now kept apart, taught to see their aunts, uncles, and cousins as the enemy. The community watched in disbelief as this once respected family publicly destroyed itself. The fight wasn't just about money anymore. It was about pride, resentment, and a deep-seated need to win at any cost. Finally, the day of the verdict arrived. The courtroom was tense. The siblings sat on opposite sides, refusing to even look at each other. The judge, a veteran with decades of experience, looked down at them with a heavy heart. He had seen countless disputes, but this one, he later said, was particularly tragic. He began his final statement not by reading the legal decision, but by speaking directly to Alex, Brenda, and Chris. He told them he had reviewed every piece of evidence, every testimony, and every financial document. But what he saw most clearly wasn't a legal problem but a human tragedy. He said, "You came to this court seeking wealth, but you have lost something far more valuable: your family. No amount of money can ever buy back the years you've lost, the memories you've destroyed, and the love you have thrown away." Then he delivered his verdict, the brutal part. He ordered the entire estate, every last penny, every piece of property, and the family business itself, to be liquidated and donated to a list of local charities. An audible gasp filled the courtroom. The siblings were stunned into silence. They had spent millions fighting over an inheritance they would now never see. They had won nothing and lost everything. The judge concluded by saying his ruling was not a punishment but a lesson. The true inheritance their parents left them wasn't money, but the bond of family, a bond they had willingly severed. They were left with nothing but their bitterness and the staggering legal bills they still had to pay. This case serves as a powerful reminder of what truly matters in life. Greed is a powerful poison, one that can corrupt even the strongest family ties. Let me know in the comments what you think of the judge's decision. Is it too harsh, or was it the perfect lesson? Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as compelling as I did, make sure to like and subscribe for more. See you next time.